I'm Red Robinson, and these are the legends of comedy. Bob Newhart is no stranger to Vancouver. Here, he remembers one of his earliest visits.
I played Vancouver a long time ago. When I first started out, I played a club I'm sure isn't even there anymore called The Cave.
Oh, yeah, the Cave Theater Restaurant, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun, and it'll always be one of my favorite cities because it's so pretty,
Well, you're welcome back anytime, you know that. I have a television show here that I've been doing for 7 years, just locally, where I host classic movies. And 2 weeks ago, we ran Catch-22. Do you remember that movie with John Voight and yourself?
Yeah, I remember it very well. It was, we shot it in Mexico, in Guaymas, Mexico, which is apparently was the closest they could get to Italy. On the West Coast, and it was great. Chuck Grodin was in it, and it had a great cast.
Unbearable Heat.
Very hot, yeah.
The rumors had it that you used to do your bits or whatever and get the hell out of town as fast as you could every day. Was that it, or?
Well, no, that was another movie. That was a thing called Hell is for Heroes.
That's right, yeah.
Did that in Redding, California, which was supposed to be Germany, but it was like 125. Had these winter uniforms on, and I had just made my first album, and my price in nightclubs would like quadrupled, and I had signed for this movie, and I kept trying to get killed every day because I was losing.
I know what you mean. Of all the things you do, Bob, television, of course, I mean, unbelievable success for you. But the albums, I mean, of the all-time best-selling albums, your Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart still stands up there. Going from the advertising business and accounting in Chicago, did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think it would all end up this way, that your career path after all these years would be this gigantic in show business?
Well, I never thought it would last this long. I figured I'd have about a 3 to 5 year run, and then the public would get onto me and say, we don't want to see you anymore, and I would say very graciously, thank you very much. It's I really enjoyed it, but I certainly never expected it to last 35 years.
It's amazing. Of all the things, though, I understand from people around you, Don Rickles and others, that you still love to perform live. And most performers I talk to, that is number one on their list.
Well, yeah, if that's where you come from, even the television shows, we always did them in front of a live audience because there's an adrenaline rush that you get, and that you don't get when you don't do it in front of a live audience. They put a laugh track on a show, and somebody walks in the door and says hi, and people go hysterical. Well, you begin to say what's going on here?
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything funny yet. So even the television shows was still a live performance. It's addictive. Once you've heard it, it's pretty hard to forget it, that first laugh that you ever get.
For more legends, visit me at redrobinson.com.